Looking at the key fob inside of the Ford Bronco. It's unchanged year over year. You've got the Bronco badge along the back. Front side of the fob, you've got the unlock button, lock button, remote start, horn or panic alarm, and then there's also a little button along the very bottom there, and that's for the emergency access key. But I'll explain that one in a second. In order to be able to remote start the Bronco, you're just going to hit the lock button once and that circle button twice. So go to lock, circle, circle. Vehicle's remote started. In order to cancel remote start, push and hold that circle button, and remote start is now canceled. And then you've also got the option of rolling the windows down using the fob. In order to do it, just double push the unlock button and hold on the second press. So you can go 1, 2, and hold. Once they start rolling down, you can release, but you can also lock it to pause it part way. You unfortunately can't roll them back up again. So it's strictly a window down process. I'd obviously love to see up again, but strictly that window down option. And then you've also got a little piece along the bottom, and that's the release for the emergency access key. So if the key fob's ever died on you and you need to get inside the vehicle, what you're going to do is get into that little piece first to use the mechanical key here. Once you've got access to the vehicle, inside of the armrest here, you're going to look down and you've got this little guy. So I'm going to pick up that rubber mat, and you can see there's a teeny little indent, and that's for the key fob. So what you're going to do is just place the dead key fob underneath that mat, and then you'll be able to start the vehicle up. Whew. And while this is all loading here, if you want walkthroughs, like you want to know how to use the different steering wheel buttons, go through the cluster or the infotainment, you'll find walkthroughs down in the description of this video. One thing I didn't point out, the armrest here, you can use that emergency access key, the mechanical key, in order to lock the armrest. And you can also lock the glove box too. So if you're going doorless or topless, you've at least got a little bit of security there as well. Now, in order to set some of these features and functions up on the key fob, it's pretty simple. You want to go into your settings first, go into vehicle, and that's going to pull you up to this screen, where you've got the option of quiet starting, because this is the Raptor version of the vehicle. But the big one's here, remote start setup. So you can toggle remote start off completely if you'd like to, so you can't even remote start. But when you remote start, what happens? Does the vehicle determine what the climate is based off of your last settings, or does it figure out what the climate should be automatically? So kind of your preference there. Do you want your heated seats and steering wheel to come on automatically when you go to remote start the vehicle, yes or no? And then how long do you want the remote start to last for? So either 5, 10, or 15 minutes. But you saw there, you do have the flexibility of being able to remote start through the key fob, but you can also remote start using the Ford Pass app. And there are some other features and functions available there too. But if you want to walk through on that Ford Pass app, you'll find that down in the description of this video. There are a few other basics. So your windows, remote open, so that's the one that's going to let you roll down all 4 windows inside of the vehicle. And then you've got options for wipers, but lighting, auto lamp delay. So when you go to lock the vehicle, do the lights just turn off, or do they stay on for up to 2 minutes? And then you've got your zone lighting there, but the other one going to be locks. Do you want to get audible feedback? So you go to lock the vehicle, do you get a horn letting you know that you've actually locked the doors? And then remote unlock. So when you hit the unlock button once, do all doors become unlocked, or is it strictly the driver's door? If you've got it set to strictly the driver's door, you can still double push in order to unlock all 4 doors. But I'm just a bigger fan of the all doors option. And like I said, there are a series of other options available inside of the infotainment system. So full walkthrough down below, but that's how you use the key fob inside of the Ford Bronco.